Hi, we are Group 7, and today we're going to talk about the case of Opentable. Opentable is the leading supplier of reservation, table management, and guest management software for restaurants. The company operates Opentable.com, known as the world's most popular for making restaurant reservations online. Over 15 years, Opentable has gone from a startup to a successful public company counting around two-thirds of the nation's reservation-taking restaurants as clients. The research of Opentable data is conducted as follows. In terms of the website Opentable.com, it is not only available on computers but also on mobile. Besides, there is also a mobile application that provides an efficient way for diners to find available tables in real time. The website also suggests diners that have made reservations to send their invites connected to the link back to it. In terms of the software and hardware of Opentable, they are being operated on more than 38,000 restaurants in the United States, Canada, Mexico, the United Kingdom, Germany, and Japan. Opentable's software and hardware allow the automation in the reservation taking and table management process. What is more, they help to build the database of restaurants and email marketing.
The websites and app connect directly to the thousands of computerized reservation systems of the Opentable restaurants, and reservations are immediately recorded in the restaurant's electronic reservation book. About this book is the company's proprietary software, installed on a touchscreen computer system and supported by access protection and security tools. It plays a role as a customer management system. This application is periodically upgraded and helps Opentable's restaurants' customers connect via the internet to form an online network.
With regards to Opentable's revenue, it comes from two main sources. One comes from one-time fee payment for on-site installation and training, a monthly subscription fee for software and hardware, and the other comes from transaction fee for each guest seated through online booking. Surprisingly, the diners do not have to pay when making reservations. To put Opentable's operation in perspective, its customers do not have to buy software and install on their computers, but instead go online and register. Opentable does not sell goods or products, but instead accepts diners to make reservations. In short, Opentable is working like a social networking site providing services. However, there were difficulties of Opentable in the early days of operation. At first, most restaurants didn't have computers, so connecting through the central website was a challenge. The restaurant industry was slow to leverage the power of the internet. This was in part because the industry was and continues to be highly fragmented. The founders of Opentable realized that working in a market was difficult and that the requirements for access and scale were very important. While Opentable is the biggest, most successful online player in the restaurant reservations market, it does have competitors. First, Menu Pages offers diners access to menus and reviews of restaurants, which are currently non-reservable, covering only 8 cities in the United States. In 2012, Opentable partnered with one-time competitor Urban Spoon, acquiring its reservation management system, ResBook, and becoming Urban Spoon's reservation provider. There are also competitors from other countries such as Restello in Spain and Italy, NoWait, India-based startup Zomato, Reserve, and Yelp's SeatMe.
So why do Opentable's competitors have a very difficult time competing against them? The main reason is that Opentable has built a commanding advantage by building scale very quickly and benefit from the network effect of being the first and the largest in the market. There are several implications of this. The first one is that Opentable's market share is very large, which is about 70% in 2010. About 44% of North American restaurants that take reservations are signed onto Opentable, so Opentable has done a very great job in capturing and owning the market. The second one is that Opentable is very innovative. It has offered a service to restaurants that was previously unavailable, and therefore enhancing its offerings in the market. Opentable has also lowered the fee for reservation from 25 cents for every $1. So this makes the pricing of other competitors seems unreasonable, and therefore enhance the pricing advantage of Opentable. Another implication is that Opentable have raised the cost to enter the market for other new competitors and have made a mark for their brand name in the industries. That allows consumers for the convenience and immediacy of booking a table online anytime, day or night. The last implication is that Opentable has developed a firm relationship with both restaurants and consumers that it's very difficult for a competitor to break.
What characteristic of the restaurant market make it difficult for a reservation system to work is a question that Opentable or any company that operates in the niche market needs to solve before succeeding as an enterprise. As we know from the case, Opentable is one successful reservation system in the market restaurant, but that doesn't mean they didn't make any mistakes or this restaurant market didn't make it difficult for them to make the system work. Nowadays, the internet is changing this market, giving customers fast access to restaurant reviews, menu, and other information that could affect their choice of eateries. The restaurant businesses has been hesitant to embrace the internet potential. First disadvantage is most restaurants don't have their own computer or their own in-house technology system, which is a huge disadvantage. Since no computer means no access to the database, so the information can be acquired, let alone system that would allow customers to make appointment online via a central website. Second, they would require a real-time access to a number of local restaurants, which means they have to have a huge database to contain this type of information, and it has to be updated as regularly as possible since restaurants are making changes day by day. And they have to have the ability to rapidly book confirmed reservation around the clock if they were to make bookings online. As the restaurant is quite slow in utilizing the potential of the internet, it's not easy to adapt to the new system. Also, if your clients are planning a trip to another city, they must contact eatery in that city, so their networking have to be as huge as possible to make the system work. Phone calls are used to be one of a few ways to make reservation in restaurant market. But this reservation system through phone call can be time-consuming, inconvenient, prone to errors since multiple phone calls at once can be overwhelming and lead to mistakes in arranging the reservation.
Opentable's initial strategy is paying online restaurant reviewers for links to its website and target national chains in order to quickly expand its reach. This got the company to 50 cities, but it was not a successful formula. The company decided to advance the ERP system, thoroughly apply e-commerce technology. Opentable halted its marketing efforts and narrowed its focus to 4 cities: Chicago, New York, San Francisco, and Washington, D.C. Investors planned for it to go public despite a terribly economy and worse financial market. But Opentable stock is up 59% and over $100 in 2013. In 2014, Priceline announced the acquisition of Opentable for $2.6 billion. That shows that Priceline believes in the good future of Opentable and hopes to branch out from its primary focus on fine dining to casual dining. Regarding the reason for the success of Opentable, it benefited from the e-commerce revenue streams and transaction fees instead of depending on advertising. Another reason is a large number of satisfied customers saying the software is easy to use and convenient to manage. By creating an online network of restaurants and diners that transact with each other through real-time reservations, Opentable has figured out how to successfully address the needs of restaurants and diners.
So why would restaurants find the SaaS model very attractive? There's two main reasons. First, for the customer, this model allows them to pay for what they need based on the number of dinners that are filtered through the system and avoid overpaying for hardware. Customers do not have to be specialized in managing hardware infrastructure. For the business, this model allows businesses of all sizes to participate in the service. The restaurant does not have to hire staff or to train their staff to maintain the software. For restaurants that do not typically have a trained IT staff, the SaaS model is ideal. All that is required is the purchase of PCs and training how to use the system, which is already provided by Opentable. This allows the restaurant to focus more on resources on growing the business.
And that is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for listening, and if you have any question, please feel free to contact us for more details.